Hi everyone, welcome to episode 21 of MotorServe TV series, which is now also our podcast, available on Spotify and all other platforms. Today it's my pleasure to introduce not one guest, but two, both of whom make up the successful legal partnership at Cambridge Solicitors, Kamila Rahman and Famida Ahmed. Cambridge Solicitors was formed in 2014 in Birmingham and specialises in property conveyancing, immigration, employment law, personal injury, civil litigation and family and matrimonial matters. Kamila is a principal partner specialising in property conveyancing. Kamila began her law studies at Cambridge University and went into industry working in various roles, finally as a solicitor at J.R. Jones before setting up their new firm. Famida is a senior partner at Cambridge Solicitors, specialising in immigration, family, child contact and financial disputes. Famida's career began with her studies at Wolverhampton University, where she studied law, and after working in various high-profile roles, she joined Kamila in setting up Cambridge Solicitors. Together, Kamila and Famida have set up and run a dynamic and modern legal practice in the heart of the Birmingham community. They are extremely successful and in a short 11 years have established themselves with a rock-solid and growing client base. Kamila and Famida have conquered the art of balancing family life and business and have had an exemplary history of growth so far and continue to go from strength to strength. This episode promises to deliver a lot as we have both partners in attendance. So let's welcome Kamila and Famida to MotorServe UK. Hi, thank you so much for coming on today. So Famida.
Hello, hi Cameron, how are you?
No, I'm all right, thanks. How are you? You okay, Kamila?
You.
You're all right?
Thanks for having us here.
No, thank you very much for coming. So you haven't had to come very far though, have you? Your office in Chisley?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, it's come straight from work.
Yes, we have.
Busy day?
Very busy.
Isn't it always?
Busy. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So thanks very much for coming on today. I know how busy you guys are, and it's been trying to get all the diaries coordinated. So, but it's a nice surprise because obviously I was expecting one partner today, and I've got both. So these are the founding partners for Cambridge Solicitors. So you're based in Chisley, Birmingham, and you've got another office. It's in Swansea.
That's correct,
Swansea in
yes.
Wales. Yeah, perfect. So first off, I've always wondered this: why Swansea?
Well, there's a little bit of history because Kamila had family there. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so my sister was in Swansea.
Okay.
She's still in Swansea. She lives in Swansea. So we opened up that branch so my sister could head it up, and she's done really well. She's qualified, and she's joined another firm, and she's a partner there. So it was
cool.
Really good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So is that office still open now then?
Yeah, it's still open.
Still
We've got other colleagues there.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So is there a
growing.
big community there as well?
There is quite a big community, yeah.
In Swansea.
I think it's a port city, so there's a lot of immigration there.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, I've been to Swansea, but it was like literally decades ago now, so probably changed a lot.
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
It's, I think Swansea Beach is voted one of the best beaches in UK.
Really?
Yeah.
Never
It's
think
very
that, would you?
beautiful, yeah.
So everyone should head down to Swansea this summer instead.
Definitely.
Brilliant. Okay, so obviously it's going to be a little bit different this time because there's two people, but so where did you guys, we'll talk about Cambridge, so where did you guys meet to kind of set up Cambridge?
Right, we actually worked together at another law firm, and we trained there and we practiced there.
Okay.
So that's where we first met in 2009. Well, I started 2009, but I know Kamila was there before me and she was a trainee. So I came in as a paralegal and then we met there.
Okay, so that's good. So was that, what was the firm? J.R. Jones was that?
Yes, it was J.R. Jones.
So your previous company. So you met there, formed like lifelong friendship.
Yeah.
So you didn't know each other before that at all?
No, not at all. But I've got a little story to tell you about that.
Yeah.
May I, Kamila?
Yes, go ahead.
Right, I started off, my career started quite late in my life.
Yeah.
I was about 32 years of age when I went, after I qualified.
Oh, wow.
I've had young children, I've got young children, I had young children at that time.
Yeah.
So I went looking for, after I've qualified, looking for a training contract, even a paralegal position. So I was there on a voluntary basis once a week. So I did about 3 weeks before I was offered a job there.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
Kamila was already there.
Yeah.
In that 3 weeks, my voluntary period, my office was situated on at the top of the stairs, and Kamila's was round the corner. So and the printer was past Kamila's office, so I had to get out of my room, past Kamila's office, and go around to the printer. So as you know, in an office, you get up like 20 times or 50 times to just get
And I had some glass there.
Yeah.
At the front of my office.
Yeah.
And she'd walk past.
Yeah.
All
so
day.
she had the door, and she'd like, you've got the glass window there, similar to that. So I'd walk past and walk past. And then I'd walk past and I'd just look at her and walk straight past.
I'd never look up.
And then she was there on a keyboard, and then she'd look up and she'd go down, up and then down. And then I was passing her all day. So
I never said hi.
yeah, we've never said hello.
Smiled.
Yeah.
I've never said hello. We just used to be like passing ships.
Yeah.
And then one day I'm in my room and I'm doing my work, and the door just flings open, and I just look at her. Hello. No, you didn't even say hello. She did not even. She flings the door open, and I'm just like, oh, hi. And she goes, hello. I said, hi. Do you want to go to lunch? That's all she said. And I said, yeah, okay. And that's it. It just started from there.
Fantastic.
And this was what, in 2009?
Yeah, she was like 3 weeks, you didn't say hello to me, and now it's like, do you want to go to lunch?
I thought that's a bit from one extreme to another.
Yeah. Maybe you just fancied lunch with someone that day.
Yeah. Maybe she was
No, I only just realised that somebody was there.
Maybe you were bored.
I get into my zone and I'm like working like this. And then one day I was like, okay, I've seen a girl walking past. We go say hello to her. 3 weeks after she joined.
Weeks, yeah. So that's how we met.
Brilliant. So that was a very fruitful lunch then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was.
very,
Do you
very.
remember what we had? No?
We went to Al Shazam in Stratford Road.
Brilliant. So that's where the first business meeting took place.
Yeah,
then for you
that's
guys.
it. Yeah.
Excellent. So going back, so you just mentioned that you were a mature student, so you kind of came through. Yeah,
yes.
Brilliant. So what did you do before that? Was it all like kind of family stuff before that?
Yeah, it was all family stuff. I went back to back to college at the age of 19 or 20. At 20.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
And I had my first baby, my first child. I went back to college and then started my career from 20
fantastic.
onwards.
Excellent.
Yeah, started from scratch.
Yeah. So you kind of did it the family side first, and then
family side, and then.
Excellent. Because this is
backwards.
applicable to both of you, really. But you know, managing family, kids, career, then business.
Yes.
Yeah, we think we've got it tough.
No, I don't think you have, Kamila. No.
I just leave the house in the morning and I say, wash my hands, and it's like, you know, go back. So no,
we have to think when we're going to go back home, we're going to pick up the children, what we're going to cook for dinner, what we're going to do. We plan even for the next day.
Yeah.
So it's work balance life. It's challenging.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Big dimension to it, doesn't it? Has a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
So, and you still manage to do your law firm.
Yes.
So no, brilliant. So when did you kind of start? Were you more traditional route or?
I was traditional route. I did my degree, then I did my LPC, and I did various work experience with law firms, and then I applied to J.R. Jones, and so I started there, and it went really well. They liked me, I liked them, and then I said, like, will you give me a training contract? And then my boss was like, yeah, I will, so just spend a bit more time here. So I spent a bit more time. I was like, yeah. You give me training contract? It's like, okay then, fine. So I started in 2007 and she came in 2009. So I was 1 year into my training contract. It's a 2-year training contract. And I completed my training contract 2010. That's when I became a solicitor. So I've been a solicitor for 15 years now. Really
did you sign up on the roll in 2010?
2010.
So did I. Yeah.
You might have done time to count. So you can do, if you work in a law firm, you can get time to count, which will reduce your time.
brilliant.
Yeah, I think I got that. The 6 to 8 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So you both qualified at the same time then?
Similar,
So
yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
And you worked there, did you work J.R. Jones for the next couple of years and was it
No,
4
I
years?
went off on maternity leave and never went back.
Oh, okay.
So she was on maternity leave, and then
Yeah.
she calls me up and she's like, "Do you want to open a law firm?" And I'm like, "I just had a baby. I've got like a 1-year-old.
You're on maternity leave.
I mean, I've got milk and nappies on my bookshelf."
Yeah.
And she's saying, "Do you want to?" And she's pregnant, and she's like, "Do you want to open a law firm?" And I was like, "This is not the right time." She's like, "There's no time like the present. You know, there's never going to be a right time."
I remember you saying, maybe in the next 5 to
Yeah.
10 years, when
Yeah.
my youngest is 10 years old. How old is your youngest now?
11.
Yeah, so you would have
Yeah.
opened now.
Wow.
So what happened is,
Look at that.
I didn't
Yeah.
want. I didn't want to go into it, and I was like, I don't know how to say no to her, and so I blocked her.
Yeah, she blocked
I
me.
blocked her
Yeah.
on my mobile. I blocked her number,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, she's going to keep talking about opening a firm, and I'm not ready for it. So I just blocked her. And then someone calls my landline. I'm like, "Hello, she's like, Famida." I'm like, "Oh my god, I blocked you."
What would have been the next step in the window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was that persistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she was like, "No, look, I've looked into it. We can open a law firm." No, I'll do all the paperwork. I said, "But you're 6 months pregnant." And she actually did all her paperwork in the labour ward.
Yeah.
All the
Wow.
applications to open the firm, she did it.
She said, "I can't do all these applications. You know, it's a 60-page application." I said, "Don't worry, I'll do it." She said, "How are you going to do that?" I remember I was at the hospital. It wasn't labour. It was one of those, glucose
It was the
tests.
glucose test.
Yeah, when you have to
You have to fast and you
the
can't
night
eat
before.
or drink.
Yeah.
So she's like going dizzy and she's filling out these forms.
And I filled the whole form while I was waiting there. They took
Oh
one
my
test,
God.
and then I was waiting for 2 hours to be retested again, and I completed the form. I handwritten it. Have you still got it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still have it.
And then I said, "Oh,
Brilliant.
Kamila, there, I've done it now. What's next?"
But before rewinding this,
Yeah.
when we were still becoming friends,
Yeah.
we were just colleagues at work, and she had a baby, and I kept
Oh,
waiting
yes.
for the other people in the office to say like what day we're going to Famida's house.
Yeah.
So I'd go downstairs and I'd ask the other people like, "Are you ready? Should we go next week?" Like they were like, "Oh no, we have to buy a gift. We'll go the following week and the following week." I kept coming down. "Are we going to go? Or we're not? Or shall I just go?" And then after it became like 3 months, and I thought, "Oh, I'm really embarrassed to go to her house after 3 months after she has a baby.
Yeah.
I should have gone a week or two, but I was waiting for them, so it wasn't my fault." And I bought the gift, and it was sitting in my house, and I had a young son, so I bought one of her kids the same clothes, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be nice." But I was just waiting for my colleagues, and then I thought, I'm not going to wait any longer, I'll just go myself. So I text her, and "Can I come to your house?" She said, "What for? 3 months later, you just remembered I had a baby."
I said, "No."
And she said, "No, you can't."
I said, "You can't."
And I said, "What do you mean? How can you refuse a guest?"
Then she gave me all this religious talk about turning your guest away, and your guests are like
And
angels.
David comes through the door, and you should accept and set a plate for, you know. And I was like, she was like, "No, you can't come." And then I sent her so many messages: "You can't refuse guests, and I've got a present, and I've got the same clothes." I guilt tripped her. She's like, "Fine, then you can come."
Yeah.
No, and that wasn't the end of it, because she'd said no, and I kind of went away, but I don't take no for an answer.
No.
And then when someone else had a baby, and I had texted them to say, "Can I come down?" And I
It was
didn't really
around
know
about
her
the
that
same
well.
time, wasn't it?
And her baby was 6 months, and she said, "Yeah, sure, come down." And I screenshot that and I sent it to her, and I said, "Her baby's 6 months old," and she said, "I can come down. So why are you saying no?" She said, "For God's sake, just come down."
God, yeah, what day is doing your time?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's how our partnership / relationship started.
/ friendship.
Yeah, friendship, yeah.
So I got in her,
That's what they
I got in her front door. I got in her door, and that's it. I never left.
Yeah.
But you both seem to be quite persistent then.
Yeah,
in
I
what you
think
want.
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are.
And that's an attribute to be a lawyer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
very
give
much
up.
so. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's it.
Definitely, yeah.
Brilliant. So what made you, so you were the lead kind of person to
Yes.
kind of say, let's set up a law firm.
Yeah.
How come?
Because I felt I was 32 at that time. I think then I had the third baby, and when 2013, 14, yeah. I just felt that I was at that age, I was quite mature, and I didn't want to be working for somebody 9 to 5, be tied down. I know there's pros and cons to your business, and when you're working for somebody, and when you've got young children and families, you can, if you've got your own business, you can work around it. Yeah. So it's the work balance life, I suppose.
So when we were setting up the business, my little one, he was bouncing in the doorway while we had business meetings in my kitchen. And that's how we set up Cambridge Solicitors. We had 3 first clients, and they were done from my kitchen table. And the clients came into my house and started the work. And my son is on a bouncer in the doorway, jumping up and down. And we literally met with had all our meetings there on the dining table.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Proper family business.
Family business.
Excellent. But going back to your university days, did you both were you kind of home students?
Yes.
So you both lived at home because you both went quite local, didn't you? So you were at Wolverhampton and you were at Coventry. Yeah. My sister went to Coventry and did law as well, so that's where she did hers. Yeah. So I didn't know that about you before, so I do now.
So I went to Coventry, and my son just joined Coventry as well. Yeah. So he's 21. Wow. Yeah. And I went to university when my son was just born. So so actually I was pregnant in year 2. Yeah. And they said to me, take a year out. I said, no, I'm not taking a year out because I'll be 1 year behind everyone else. I can't have that. So I must continue. Yeah. So I'm continuing, and I was pregnant in year 2, and so my son actually went to Coventry University prior to being born. Yeah. And then when he was born, and I snuck him into lectures in his car seat, and he'd just be there with his dummy, and he was in law lectures. Wow.
And was that allowed?
No, he wasn't allowed. He was very quiet. Nobody knew he was there.
How did you sneak him in?
I snuck him in.
Oh my God.
So now he's gone to Coventry University, and he said, I came here. And they were like, when was that? It was like when I was like 2 months old. Yeah. And then
smuggled him
just smuggled him in.
That's it. And they were so happy at Coventry. They were like, yeah, we'll have you.
Awesome. So throughout your working kind of career, so that's why you set up the business. So when you actually set it up, when did you move to the premises? Because you've got some cracking premises right in a primary location. When was that transition?
So we first saw this premises in Small Heath on Coventry Road. Yeah. And it was owned by one of my good clients that I had previously. Yeah. And he was my first boss that I ever had in my life. Oh wow. Okay. So I found the sign, I called the sign, and I found it was him. Yeah. And I said, oh, you've got this premises and I want to set up a law firm. Yeah. And he was so positive about me setting up a law firm. And he was like, yes, definitely, you can have the premises. Let me know when you want it. Yeah. And I actually sold my gold to get some money to pay for the deposit. Brilliant. And then I said, we're going to get this money together. We're going to pay him 1 year's rent up front so we don't have to deal with expenses. Yeah. And so we saw the premises, but it was a little small, and it wasn't really the vision that we wanted. And there was no parking. It was a high street place, and something wasn't fitting. And we just, as we were driving one day, we saw the Cambridge Solicitors building, which used to be a recruitment place, and prior to that used to be a bank. Yeah. And it's on a corner, and it almost looks like it's on a hill because it's on the side of Tyseley Hill. Yeah. So it's like up there, and I thought it was a castle, and I was like, I'd love to have that place. So we managed to get that, and we walked in. We took her mum, and she did a dua, and she made pilau rice. Yeah. And we
it was a great beginning.
Yeah.
Very positive beginning.
We had to renovate it, so we only had one room. So we worked out of one room for 6 months. Oh, wow. And we saw clients in there. It was our reception, it was our everything in one room. And then we had the work done, and then we came downstairs, and we had one room upstairs.
So you're upstairs to start with?
Yeah.
Wow. And then what? So you're doing were you just offering conveyancing at the time, or was it all different types of law? Was it all? Yeah. Because what are your actual specialisms? Like I mentioned it in your intro, but was I accurate? Is that kind of what your split is?
Yes, I do immigration and family law.
Yeah.
And I do conveyancing, residential, commercial, business leases, anything to do with business.
I should know that, really,
Yeah.
shouldn't I? Yeah. So I'm a client of Cambridge Solicitors, have been for many years. So we met. So no, brilliant. So that's your split. So you're working for the same room, and then when you came downstairs, then you got your kind of your own areas.
But she still shares with the other staff members, don't she?
Yeah, I've seen
Yes.
your room. Yeah,
Yes, so she
two
will
people
not
in
share
there.
her room. So
Yeah.
she has her own room, and I share with 2 other people. The reason I share is because I want to show my wealth of experience. I want them to listen to me on the phone, how I talk to clients, how I grab that client. A client calls up and gets various quotes from different places. Why do they want to go with you? If you speak to them nicely, if you cater to their needs, if you're personal to them, then they'll go with you. And it's not about money, because everybody charges more or less the same.
Yeah.
It's about the service you provide and how you make your clients feel. So if you make them feel like them calling is an irritant to you, then they're not going to come back. But if you make them feel good about their day, that, I spoke to Kamila today, I've got my fix. And his or her day is really good after that, I've done my job. So it was today, or it was yesterday, that I had a wonderful phone call, and I grabbed that client, and I was so pleased with myself, and I said to my colleague next to me, "Did you hear all that?" She said, "No, I wasn't listening."
So it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work sharing that room.
And she just
with
deflated.
your colleagues. So it doesn't work, does it?
It was the newest, the newest girl who joined, and I was like, "Okay, did you hear all that?" And then she's like, "No, I wasn't there."
Oh my God, zoned out.
Yeah, and I was like, "I share this room for a reason, so you can learn all this." You just zoned out.
No.
She's like, "Oh, I was in my zone doing my work." I was like, "Oh, I can't really say anything because I used to do that as well."
Yeah, that's it, especially sharing a room.
Yeah,
Kind of have to, yeah. But so when you transitioned to the firm, how did you find things? You mentioned before that it was, because you're in employment, you're comfortable, kind of everything's there for you, like the photocopy is there where you first kind of met, everything's kind of taken care of. What was it like being on your own, having to do everything?
It was
quite hard.
It was difficult to start off with. It's trying to, because we've never had a business before.
Yeah.
We're just like employees.
Yeah.
I've had no business experience. Kamila had no business experience.
We had no business experience. We don't know how to run a business.
It was a blank canvas for us. So we've learned on the job practically.
Yeah.
So there's times where I remember when we had to pay our HMRC tax.
We had to sell everything
and
we
then
had.
Camilla just panicked and whatever she could find, and then later we found out actually we can pay in installments.
I didn't know that.
And we can actually set up a direct
sold our wedding
debit.
gold to pay
She actually
VAT.
sold all her gold. I said, why did you do that? She said, but we've got to pay this.
I didn't know you had time to pay.
She didn't know. So things like that we had to learn
And
on
we
the
paid
job.
our rent in advance for the whole 12 months. And then I realised that you could pay monthly. I'm like, why did you?
So it was the small things like that we had to learn. So I think we've grown. We've grown up organically, and now we know. We know how it works.
And I'm so grateful to our employer, J.R. Jones, because they helped us with everything. Like how I was speaking to my old boss, Shabir, and I was at the beginning, I said, I can't set up a firm. Like, how will I speak to people as the owner? What if I don't know what I'm saying? He said, you'll know. It will come to you, you'll know. And we had a lot of advice and help and support from them.
They actually helped us set up the accounts department.
Accounts, Ali came to our office so many times.
How would
really?
And he set it up for us on the computer, and I was like, I don't understand. It was like, this is what you do, read it like this. No, I don't understand, read it again. So many times, but he got fed up at the end. He doesn't answer anymore. It's like, I'm sure you can do it now.
Yeah, it's because come on, how do you do the accounts for a firm when you've never done this before? You've worked as an employee, you've done your immigration applications, that's it. That's
you just worked on one file.
In one file, and you've gone home. What happens in the background? The accounts, the reconciliations,
payroll.
the banking, the payroll, VAT, pensions. How do you do this? And either we were very brave, or we were very stupid. I say it's one or the other.
But when you say that's the thing to do, though, just do it. Just drive out and just do it.
We just went in the deep end.
Yeah.
Feet first. We just went straight in.
That's what we do. We always do that.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people out there who say, oh, I want to open a business and then I'm going to do it from my mom's bedroom for a while and then, you know, and it never transpires. And I am one for saying, go and get a premises, sign a lease, set it up, put your desk there and your computer, and the clients will walk through the door. Yeah. You'll get them. But if you don't set up, if you don't bang it out, it won't happen. Business is not just a theory, it's practice. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So that's really good, to be fair. So J.R. Jones, that actually helped you.
They're supportive.
So, wow. And normally you'd think that they wouldn't be keen on you setting up as competitors, kind of thing.
I don't think we've had an issue with any other law firm.
I was told by J.R. Jones to make sure that you don't market the same area.
Yeah.
So when we did our initial leafleting to get clients, we found this nice old man who leaflet for us, and we gave him the leaflets, and I gave him a map, and I said, do not do these roads. He was like, okay. So he went out and leaflet. Then my boss calls me, Shabir, I've had a leaflet through my front door. But I'm so sorry, I did tell him not to. You are on the red line. He was like, are you sending it to all my clients? I said, no, I will change the man. So I did do that. Yeah. It was a mistake.
Yeah. But a lot of people, when they're setting up a business, have like an advisor or mentor. So you think that was your J.R. Jones helped?
Yeah, and we also had Advantage Business.
Advantage Business, and they helped.
Yeah.
But I think, I'll be honest with you, I think it was more or less trial and error.
I
think it was all self-taught.
Yep.
What are Advantage
We've made
Business?
mistakes.
What's that?
Advantage Business Consultancy, they helped us a lot. They helped us to set up our client care letters and all our precedents, what you need for an office manual, how to apply for Lexcel, how to apply for CQS, how to get accredited. They did all of that for us, and then they didn't charge us because they got funding for it for small businesses.
Oh, cool.
And they applied for that funding for us, and we're still in touch with them today.
Yeah.
They are really good. Yeah.
And then so it's just you guys first.
Yeah.
How did you find the recruitment process when you had to get help?
Camilla does all the hiring and I do all the firing.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
That's our logo.
Yeah.
She does the hiring, I do the firing.
It's good cop, bad cop.
Okay. But was it, because you need a receptionist, you needed
Yes, we had a receptionist to start. We had a receptionist and she stayed with us for 10 years.
Yep.
So we had receptionists and then there was us partners, and then as and when we needed more people to come on board, then we did it, ask people around, word of mouth. We advertised in the Law Gazette as well. Yep. We did that, and it was word of mouth really. And then we had once we were established, the CVs just stopped pouring in.
The lady who came from the Law Gazette, she was crazy.
Yeah.
She stayed for 2 months and ran away.
Yeah.
Or she ran away, or I don't know, like if we did something, but that didn't work out. So word of mouth is the best.
Yeah. So then now, even up to this day, we have so many CVs, people emailing, calling us. So we have to go through all the CVs and the whole process and
look for the training contracts.
Bring people in.
Yeah.
I mean,
one of the best trainees that I had. How did I find her? I was going to a wedding and I needed a Mua makeup artist that I found on Instagram. And I never knew what Mua meant, but so I found a makeup artist and she was really good. And she was doing my hair and she said, I've got a sister-in-law who wants to do a training contract, or she wants to do work experience. She's doing her 3rd year of law. And we are always for work experience. Do not think that work experience is for free and you don't get anything out of it. You get more out of it than an employed job. So work experience is the key. I did work experience throughout my degree. That's why I got a job straight away. Whereas people don't do the work experience, or they just work in McDonald's or Pizza Hut thinking, I'll get a legal job later. But then the law field says, what were you doing for 3 years?
Yeah.
So I always tell anybody who's at university, go and do work experience. So everybody who's joined us has done work experience with us throughout their degree, throughout their studies. When they finish their studies, I actually ask them, have you finished? Would you like a job? They don't ask me, can I have a job?
It's like an internal process.
Yeah. So we recruit from inside.
Internally.
So you nurture them and try and grow them into positions.
So this makeup artist then says, I have a sister-in-law, and I said, give me her number. And I called her and I said, would you like to come for work experience? Yeah. And she said, yes, that's fine. And she bless her, I didn't really interact with her. She came in and other people sort of enveloped her and taught her reception, taught her archiving, taught her all sorts of admin jobs that she did happily without any kind of complaint. And then once she said to me, can I help you with legal things? And I said, sorry, what's your name? And I forgot that I had recruited her.
She was there for 3 years.
She was there for 3 years.
Yeah,
and then only when she came and spoke to me and I said, oh, okay, let's try you out here, take a file. And I'll teach you how to do it. She did that file and I said, okay, please join my team. And then I pulled her out from archiving and put her on my team.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, so that's how we hire and fire people.
But you got quite a high demand, haven't you, for the jobs because of the training contracts and stuff.
So because she doesn't have anyone in her room, she's not really too bothered when people leave. But I live with them. They stay in my room.
That's why you fire them.
Oh. Yeah, so when they leave, I literally cry for weeks when I lose a staff member because they were like my room buddy. And she's like, stop being so emotional. They've done their work, they've contributed, we've contributed to them, they've gone, wonderful, congratulations, move on. And I'm like, I can't move
Let's get the next batch in, let's get the next batch in, the new batch, let's train them, let's get them on their feet. And we just move on. It's life.
So it's kind of like Grey's Anatomy, where they all come in and they're first years, and then they move up and they move up. So we have like a cog system now, where everybody starts work experience, and then they do paralegal, and then they trainee solicitor, and then they become solicitor, and somehow then they fly away.
Qualify and fly away. They fly the nest.
Yeah.
They finally fly the nest.
That's brilliant. So you're connecting in with the universities at the moment. Is that where you get all or is it just a legal gazette?
It was the University of Worcester that contacted me about my current trainee.
Yeah.
And they said, can you give her a placement? And it was only, I think, a certain hours placement, like 21 hours or something.
Yeah.
And then she came for 21 hours and never left.
Still there.
Yeah, she's still there.
Captured her.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Do you, because it's a bit, you did your leafleting, so because that was the next question really. So when you started up and you got your premises, you got your signs up and stuff, you did your opening, because of your location, do you get a lot of footfall?
It's not really on the main road, it's not on a high street, so we had to market the hell out of it.
We actually went ourselves with the leaflets and we went knocked on doors and spoke to people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So we went out, we met estate agents and we said, we're Kamila and Famida, we're opening up a law firm, would you like to work with us? You know, give us some cases, see how it goes, see if you like working with us.
And I used to do like surgeries, you know, in a few years back, when they used to do the B1 test and the English test for spouse visas and so forth, the centres. So I used to offer my services like surgeries there. So every Wednesday or Thursday they'll get a few clients there. And if they instruct, obviously, we proceed with the matter. If not, I used to give free surgery, free advice there.
Brilliant. So that was like your kind of promo.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Getting in with the community, and we did a lot of events.
Yeah, we went to every single event that we possibly could at the beginning.
Beginning,
now we don't have time, but we did back then.
Yeah. But you met a lot of people through that, didn't you? I think that's where, because my father introduced me to you guys. And where did you meet him?
So he was the
accountant at the time,
yeah, and he shared the premises with the printers that we used.
G10, no, they're across the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so G10,
yeah.
okay.
So we were there doing our printing, and they said, oh, we got an accountant across the road, and he's got something to ask you, something legal. So we went across the road, and that's how we met him.
Yeah, because my dad, I remember he walked into my office here and said, oh, he had these leaflets in his car.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, next time use these
Even
ladies.
Up to date, up to this day, if I walk into, I'll go to the butchers or go shopping or wherever I go, I still mark it. I will still take my card out. Just recently, this is my card, this is what I do, X, Y, Z. Even like professionals, other lawyers, because I met somebody last Friday and he does employment law. Mr. Singh is an Indian guy. I said, yeah, you do employment law. He said, yeah. And I said, oh, you do immigration. And then we switch cards. And it's not as if we're in competition with each other because everybody has their own area of expertise. Yeah. So he said, oh, he's more than happy to refer immigration work to me and family work because I have so many inquiries. And I said, well, we can, as lawyers, we can practice any area of law. But I said, we just don't have the capacity to do employment law. We're covering a variety of areas and we don't have the capacity. I said, I can send you all the work. And he said, yeah, that's excellent. I've got this one guy who actually calls me He's got a firm. I didn't tell you about this guy. He works in a criminal firm. Never seen this guy. Never seen this guy. He's given me the name of the firm and so forth. And he, every so often, he WhatsApp and texts me, Famida, oh, there's a query about family, because we get immigration and family and we can't do this, and we just do crime. And I said, if I have any criminal cases, I can send them to you. And I mean, and there's another guy, he called today as well, these solicitors, I've never seen them. But I know them, I know them by the name and a call and a text. And they just know us. Yeah. And wherever I go, oh, Famida, Cambridge, and then I pretend, yeah, hello, hi, and then I'm thinking, where did I see you?
Which event or where?
Yeah.
No, because that's the thing. I would have thought, because of your location. But you're right. It's a busy road, isn't it? It's a busy corner. Yeah. It's not like you can stop your car there unless you want to stop the car there.
No.
So okay, so you don't get a lot of walk-ins at all.
Not many walk-ins.
Not many walk-ins.
It's
a residential area, and we're on the corner.
But it's a good spot though for the traffic, because how many cars go past there?
We've got a car
traffic,
4,000 cars an hour or something. It's
no,
like,
it means like the passing traffic.
For your brand awareness, because you've got Cambridge Solicitors on both sides.
Yeah.
I used to think
the
it was
key
brilliant.
to our marketing campaign was showing our faces. So we printed our faces on our leaflet.
I had.
Yeah. And at the time when we did it, we were doing it in connection with Advantage Business Consultancy, and they said to us, from a business perspective, we wouldn't do this. Why are you putting your face on there? And I said, we want to be known. We want to. Famida said she wants to walk in everywhere, and Famida people to say that's Famida.
Not Famida, Cambridge Solicitors.
Yeah.
So she wants everybody to say that's Cambridge Solicitors.
And it has happened over the years. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you walk in, that's Famida from Cambridge Solicitors. I wanted our brand and our name to be known. Associated with us, with the faces. So I think that was, I mean, we, like I said, we've had no experience about marketing and business, but it's just something, it's just an idea we had and it worked.
No, it was really good. Because obviously I met Kamila, because obviously that was the work I was doing, like the property side. But then when I did walk to the office and I was seeing you, I knew who you were.
Oh, so we worked.
I knew,
from the leaflet,
from the leaflet, because the leaflet had both your faces on it at the bottom. Yeah, that's it. But, that works really well, so that is a good idea. So that's like your building then. Do you do much on social media? Have you done much on social media? Or?
Yes, Facebook. A bit old school me, just Facebook. I've just got into TikTok.
Really?
Just a little bit. That's about it.
What kind of stuff are you doing on there, like legal talking?
I tell you what, Kamran.
Not at all.
Not dancing and stuff.
I tell you what. When I'm on social media, and if it's professional and it's work related, everybody will just look at it and that's fine. Because there's lots of solicitors out there providing the same services, and I think people just look at it and think,
scroll past.
Yeah, scroll past. Yes, solicitor advertising this is that. But any time, well, most of the time when I put on my personal posts,
she gets millions of views. And people are more interested in my private life than they are in my professional life. And it works. And they're like, Famida Ahmed's going here. Famida Ahmed's eating in this place. Yeah. I've actually had, I was on holiday in Egypt in November, and I had someone actually text me and said, hi, I see you've checked in and you're in Egypt, And the next day texted, WhatsApped me, hi, you've not uploaded any pictures yet. And then I was like, because I love your pictures. You're a little celebrity, you are. And I was like, okay. And then I get a text the following morning, hi, I've not seen any pictures. Hello, what are you doing today? What are you doing today? And I was like, okay. What about another time we were in Bangladesh, we checked into a hotel, and we see Councillor Nawaz. And he's like, oh, hello, what are you doing here? I saw you checked in on Facebook, thought I'll come by. Yeah, I was there and he was there. I've seen you checked in. No, yes, I checked in and he said, what hotel? I'm here too. Yeah, he said, I'm here too. Where are you? I'm in the lobby and I've just spotted you there. You are. Hello, hi, Famida. And then I've got one actually guy on WhatsApp, and he said, hi, I've just created a fake Facebook ID so I can see what you're doing, so I can follow you. That's a bit creepy.
He's a little bit.
And he's actually a friend. He's a friend. And he said, you know what, Famida, especially for you, I've created this Facebook account so I know what you're doing. Okay. People want to know where we're going, what we're doing, where we're eating, what restaurants we're eating in, what jacket we're wearing. Exactly.
It's because you put your faces on them leaflets.
Yeah, it is. And, and every time we advertise like professional services or this is what we've done at this event, and like, yeah, okay, that's fine, and just scroll by.
Where are you going on holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing this weekend?
Yeah. They're more interested in our private lives.
Do you think it's because people like lawyers, you know, on a pedestal kind of thing, like what they're getting up to, because the kind of TV dramatisation of it all?
I think the work stuff is like kind of a little bit boring, so they want to see
what we really like in our personal lives.
That's it.
And I think what we do have a personal connection with our clientele, with our clients.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of clients who actually walk in, they said, Famida, anybody, it's the same procedure, like Kamila said already, it's the same, the fees are more or less the same, it's the same process,
why
it's
do
the
they
same
want
legislation,
you?
why do they want you? So you've got to offer something to them, and I think it's the personal touch. When you can relate to them and you can speak to them, and they say, we walk in so many law firms and it's like, it's dark and it's quiet and then we can't, it's very awkward.
And lawyers are like really abrupt. Yep, no, I haven't got time, bye. You know, you've got to be a bit more personal.
It's true.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm a repeat customer.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I've come back.
Yeah.
So,
because we're nice to you.
Yeah, exactly. And you put up with my stuff. But no, it's good. No, brilliant. So, when you were like younger, did you always want to be a lawyer? Question to both of you.
I didn't want. I was doing English and theology, and I was just going to be a little academic in a book. I just used to live with my books.
Really?
Yeah. So for me, it was. My dad wanted me to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
His dad used to do a lot of things back in Bangladesh. He wasn't a qualified lawyer, but he used to go to court and he used to do sort of like a representation of people.
Kind of thing,
and his great friend was my nana, my mum's father, and he was a lawyer in the Supreme Court. So they both used to talk about cases together. And so my dad, when he was young, he went to go and live with his uncle, who was a lawyer. And he watched him go to court. He went with him. He carried his bundle of papers, and he thought, okay, one day he's going to be a lawyer. But when he migrated from Bangladesh to England, and it was, you have to work, you have to send money back home. First generation immigrants, their life was extremely hard. He did start going to law school, but only managed 6 months because he had 5 kids to support and have to send money back home. He had to bring all his brothers from Bangladesh. So my father was the eldest, so he didn't have a chance. So when I was young, I was the last kid. He tried to put us all through law school.
So you were the youngest?
Yeah. So he made all of us study law. So we've all got law degrees.
Wow.
But at the time, none of us had qualified. So I was the last chance, and he was like, don't do English, don't do theology, what are you going to do? You can be a teacher. Okay, you know, I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, but you could do a bit more, and you've got it in you. So I changed. I had an unconditional offer at Birmingham University, and I left it to go to Coventry, which is actually a polytechnic, old polytechnic. So I went through clearing, joined the bottom of the heap, and said, okay, I'm going to do law for my dad. And when we opened Cambridge Solicitors, we put my dad as the founder, and he cut the ribbon. So it's all interconnected with family. It's very much family.
So your dad's cutting the ribbon and your baby's bouncing around on the door.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And he's still proud. He's proud of both of us. He's always there at every event. Yeah. You know, he's over 80 with his walking stick, and he's still checking, are you all right? Yeah, everything going on? Yeah. Because
proud dad.
Yeah.
A proud dad, Mom.
And he spent 25 years in Sandwell, supporting the Bangladeshi community. So I did ask him, can you come to the office? And he said, I'm too tired now. I've done it. It's your turn.
Yeah, handing the baton over.
Yeah. So, but he's always telling us to look after your own community.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of people out there in different professions who kind of try to steer away from their own community, thinking like, oh, I don't want to service, you know, almost looking down on your own community. But my dad always said to us, you know, harness it, look after them, look after everyone in your community, and help to boost the community up. And we've had so many laughable occasions where she's come with me to the Bangladeshi High Commission, and I've come with her to the Pakistani consulate. And they're looking at me saying, what are you here for? We're celebrating our independence from you. You know, and the Bangladeshi said to her, I remember, we're celebrating fighting you. And we're like, yeah, but we're friends.
Yeah, the reunion.
Yeah, reunion between
it.
Pakistan and Bangladesh.
And we go there and they applaud.
Yeah, they actually applaud. And I remember once I went to the Bangladeshi High Commission, and I don't think you were there, and I went. I represented Cambridge, and it was they were celebrating the Bangladeshi language.
Yep. 21st of February.
21st, and it was against Pakistan.
Yep.
So Urdu.
Yeah.
The Urdu
So
language. I was there, and they asked me to come up, and I was like, okay, what am I going to say here? As you know, I don't have no script.
Because we were forced to read our books in Urdu. But we wanted our own language. In Bangladesh, we wanted Bengali.
Yeah.
So we had to fight for
their language.
The language.
And I was there at an event when they were fighting.
Supporting Bengali.
And then they said, do you want to say, so Cambridge Famida, do you want to come up and say something? I was like, yes, hello. I said, right. I don't know how I phrased this, but I said, it doesn't matter what language we speak, whether we speak Urdu,
speak English
whether
now.
we speak English or Bangladeshi, we all should learn or speak the language of humanity. So they're like, oh, they applaud all that. But it was seeking independence from Urdu and Pakistanis.
Yeah.
So actually, our business partnership, it gives rise to so much controversy and so much love at the same time.
And you can speak both Urdu and Bengali.
And offer it to our clients. Yeah,
that's it. So
I've actually been to
multilingual.
Bangladesh.
Have you?
Yeah.
Together?
To Bangladesh,
Yeah.
2018.
Have you been to Pakistan?
No, not yet.
I'm waiting.
Not
I'm
yet.
stupid. She didn't take me.
Yeah,
I'm not invited yet.
You have to force an invite, like you did on the first occasion with the baby. Just turn up at the doorstep and go to Pakistan. I've got a ticket too.
Yeah.
I'm coming with you.
I actually did that. I forced the trip to Bangladesh.
Yeah, I was going to Bangladesh. She's like, but can I come too?
I said, what about me? She said, what about you?
What about you? You're not going to get a visa. She's like, yes, I will.
I said, yes, I will
I've
get a
been to
visa.
I've been
And
to
she
the
went,
High
to the Bangladeshi
Consulate,
High Commission.
And he said, hello, just sit down and you'll be done, no problem.
Remember my speech?
Yeah.
Give my visa.
She's like, I'm going to Bangladesh, can I have a visa? And they were like, you need to formally apply. She said, no, but I want a visa. I said, okay then.
Yeah, they took us in the back room and that's it, the stamp and there's your visa. Come
Brilliant.
on, pick it up tomorrow.
So you've been then?
Yeah.
How is it compared to Pakistan?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, such humble people, so down to earth and so like warm. I felt I was welcomed, and the humanity and the warmth. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
She felt part of the Bangladeshi
I
family.
did.
Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Pakistan's not like that.
I
It is
didn't say
really,
that. I did not say that.
No, that's what you're implying.
No, I'm not implying. I did not say
I'm
that.
just kidding.
All I said was,
I'm kidding.
they were really welcoming.
So, what's next? What's the next expansion? Any more offices, or are you
We've
quite
gone into property
content?
development.
Yeah. We've got a portfolio, a property development portfolio.
I think we started just prior to COVID. So there was an occasion, I went on holiday to Dubai, and some of these sales reps, as they do, they're like, oh, would you like to buy a property? And I'm like, I don't know, tell me about it. So they tell me all about it, and I call Famida. Famida, do you want to buy a property? She's like, is it good? I said, yeah. Okay, how much do I have to pay? And they were like, 25,000. So I called her up and I said, 12.5 for you, 12.5 for me. She's like, okay, what's your bank details? And she sent it to me. She didn't know anything about it. She just asked me, have you seen it? Are you happy?
Are you happy? Yeah.
I said, yes. She sent it to me. And then I gave them a check.
Brilliant.
Signed up. That was
we just have this blind trust in each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually trust her instincts and vice versa. She'll say, look, make the decision. Are you happy with it? Go ahead.
And it was a really good decision, and we've got a good property in Dubai. I'm getting good rental income, and we're very happy with it. So, good shout.
Yeah. So you bought it as an investment?
Yeah.
Whereabouts is it in Dubai?
Town Square.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that downtown? Yeah.
Is it downtown?
It's a little bit out near the cycling track. A lot of people come from different countries to go to that
cycling track thing. Yeah. Cool. And it's much better. Like the laws for the rentals are a lot.
Yeah.
Landlord buyers, aren't they?
Landlord buyers,
Yeah. So it's a lot more secure
Yeah.
doing it. So it's really good. No, brilliant. So that have you bought more stuff in Dubai now, or is
No,
it just
I've bought more stuff in the UK.
in the UK? Yeah. So when you say property development, what kind of stuff are you doing?
It's buying and rentals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Purchasing property and rentals.
Buy to let.
Camila's on her own.
I'm on a little journey.
Her little personal project.
I've seen on social media.
Yeah, I'm on a little journey. So it's quite funny because I had a client when I was working in J.R. Jones.
Yeah.
And at that time, they were buying some land close by Redditch, and there's a really nice area in Redditch where there's land and people buy property and they can build. And I was very young. I think I was about 21. And I said to this client, I would love to buy some land and build a house on it, and that's my dream. And she said to me, I hope you do one day. And then she walked away. And I met her recently, like a couple of months ago, and she said to me, did you ever buy land? I said, yes, I bought some land and I'm building a property.
Wow.
And it's nearly done. We're about 75% done.
Yeah.
And it's so in a very good location. And it's been an adventure. Like I didn't know anything about where drainage should go. What are construction drawings? What do you need an architect for? What's a structural engineer? What's the difference between block and beam?
They kind of like land them on you at the time, don't they? Saying, have you got this?
Like, what's that?
What's that?
Yeah.
And you just get a number WhatsApp to you, and it's like, ring this guy.
What's
it's
the
£1,000 for this. You're like, great.
Yeah. All these things, and they talk to you like you should know it.
Yeah.
Like you know the soffits and fascias should be like this. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know that it needs to. No, I don't know. Well, have you got heat recovery system? What's that? You know. You have to learn everything. You have to learn about electrics, piping,
lighting.
How you just assume a sink and a toilet just sits there. I've never known that it needs a pipe underneath.
Well, the drainage. Yeah.
I don't know what goes under the toilet and what goes under the sink. I just know it just sits there. And now I know where they have to connect. And at first I thought, okay, you just need to drop a drain down there. But I didn't know it actually has to go to the sewer.
Yeah, like separate pipe.
Yeah, so I've learnt a lot.
Yeah,
it's been hell.
Well, the thing is, you don't need to know.
Yeah,
that's the thing, isn't it? And now you needed to know because you've learned it, and you've gone through that experience. So now you're like, oh.
But now it's like a drug, and you're like, okay, what's the next project? And what's the next project? She's like, please stop your projects. And I'm no, I love these projects. I'm awake at night with my eyeballs open. I'm like, what's the next one?
I know, I've done the same throughout my life. So whenever we bought properties, we've always refurbished them, moved them on, and then the next one. My wife goes balmy at me because we sometimes have to live in stuff that's
half done.
We're in a corner of the house, and she's like, I've got 3 kids now, you can't keep doing that. So I get it completely. But and when I finish it, I see it as wasted time and opportunity. I could be doing something else. I could be going to the next one doing that.
Yeah, what's the next?
It's not all about money, it's the development, the love of the development. Yeah. And the designing the kitchen, and then designing the bathrooms, and the colour schemes and all that. But no, I get it. So you've enjoyed it then overall?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a hell of a nightmare because, I mean, it's really good advice to give to people, and you need to get bridge finance to develop. So you need to specify to them that this is not a term finance. I didn't know this actually. And you need to get a development loan.
Yeah.
And then you need to give your architect's plans, you need to give a builder's quotation, you need to tell them exactly what your project is, and you'll go out there and find a bridge lender who suits you, because you'll get like 6 or 7 that your broker would give you, and they'll ask you to choose which one you want. And then they will look at your case and almost they will choose you, you won't choose them. They will be like, we like residential, we like this person. Oh, they look into you.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So my bridge lender chose me, and they've given me more time than I should have. And whatever was on the contract, they've given me extensions and extensions. But it's just that I want to get my project right.
Yeah.
So exactly what I'm dreaming about, I need to make that happen.
Because I've seen you doing it, I've watched some of the stuff over the time. And you had a little accident as well, didn't you, last time I spoke to you?
Yeah, I did fall by the front door. And I sort of twisted my hip, I twisted my knee, twisted my ankle. I
Yet,
was walking around.
yet, you still turned up at the office 20 minutes later to do my stuff.
I was 20. Yeah. How do you know that?
Because you came to do my stuff, remember?
Yeah, it was
That's how I know
stuff,
you fell over. Yeah.
And I was like, I fell over, but
I was like,
sign your papers.
I need you still. What time are you going to be there? You're like, give me 20 minutes.
Yeah, I've just had a fall. I've just had a fall.
And I literally twisted
really
3 areas. And then my builder said to me, 2 months later, you're walking lopsided. You should go to a chiropractor. So I went to the chiropractor and she said, yeah, you're kind of out of place. So she had to realign my spine.
Oh dear.
From that accident?
Yeah.
And when your builder said that, you should have said, yeah, it's your fault. You left all the stuff out on the floor, so I was perfectly straight before. Yeah, you can pay the bill.
You get sued for this.
But no, but it's interesting because even for yourself, being a solicitor, knowing the law and everything, did you have any trouble with any kind of builders, or you hear horror stories about builders? And
do you know, being a solicitor, I find myself
wanting to sue everyone?
No, the opposite. The
Really?
actual
Yeah.
opposite.
You want to be nice and
help. I don't want to sue anybody because I know what it entails, how much finance it takes, how much emotional slog it takes to sue somebody, what clients go through, I know. So I always try to reach a solution. So when I had the tree surgeon come out and cut my trees off, he threw the tree trunks onto the next door and broke their fences. So they came round, we're going to sue you. And I said, what do you need? Oh, I need my fences repaired. Okay, can you go and get them repaired and I'll pay for it? They're like, okay then. So no need to sue.
I think layperson says, it's easy for them to say,
So,
I'm going to sue you, I'm going to do this, I've got my rights.
Yeah.
But really, when you go through the procedure and when you see what it entails, like Kamila said, the heartache, the finances, the time, the money, it's not straightforward.
100%.
And do you know, in law school, they teach us that litigation is the last option.
Yeah.
You must mediate, you must try to reach a resolution, you must try, what is it, there's a dispute resolution.
ADR.
Yeah,
ADR,
alternative dispute resolution. And then going to court should be your last option.
resort.
They don't like it if you come to court without doing the rest.
Yeah, I mean,
do
I
they?
do family law, especially with
of course,
child contact matters.
Yeah.
It's mandatory that you go through to mediation first, unless there's domestic violence issues or unless one party is in prison or they're not contactable, there's domestic violence issues going on. You have to mediate first. Once you've been to mediation and that fails, then the mediator, the family mediation services would have to sign a certain page of the application before it goes into court.
Yeah.
So we can't just go and make an
proof
application.
that you've done it, yeah.
So it's the last resort.
But it is, isn't it?
It's
because I hear it as well. You hear people saying, you'll get in trouble with that, blah blah blah, and they're just like, let them sue us, and it's like, no, you really don't want to.
Says,
you don't want it. It's
I'll
horrible.
sue you. But
it's not that easy.
No, it's horrendous.
It is.
And the
and
paperwork
if you notice,
and the costs.
if you talk to a solicitor or a barrister about your case, they take a pause.
Yeah.
And then they say, do you want to go through this?
Think about
It's going to cost you this much.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they tell you. And as a layperson, you think, aren't they supposed to just sue? But no, they're supposed to tell you what it's going to take.
I've got a story there. I had a client regards his financial matters.
Yeah.
And every other day he would call, that's it, I want to go to court, I want to resolve this, divorce is finalized, I need to resolve my finances. And I was like, yes, we will, okay, let's try writing to the other side, step by step, let's negotiate, let's get some proposals in place and so forth. No, I want to go to court. And then I gave him a harsh reality check, and I said, do you know if you go to court, it's going to cost you X amount of thousands of pounds. It could go up to 50,000, 60,000, 80,000. Is that what you really want? He didn't like what I said, so he decided to de-instruct me. Because the other party were not coming back to us in time, and he's like, you're not doing anything. If she's not responding, I want to go to court. I want to go to court. I said, it's not that easy. You have to go to mediation, X, Y, Z. I said, have you got £50,000? I was like, oh, that's it. A few days later, I want to take my file back. I said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Take your file back, no problems. He took the file back. Last week, the other party come back to us. Okay, we're ready to exchange forms now. Can we proceed with this? I picked up the phone. I said, Mr. So-and-so, I know I'm not your solicitor anymore, but it's my duty to inform you that the other party are ready. So if you've got a solicitor and if you are ready, can you do X, Y, Z? This
Insert
is the procedure.
them here.
From here onwards. This one. I never took my file away from you, Famida. I said, yes, you did. I said, yes, you did. You came with your 2 friends and you took the file and I've closed it. I've actually archived and shredded the file.
It's gone.
And it's come back. And now, not only the other party, she's self-representing herself. And she's emailed me today as well. Are we ready to exchange these forms? And I'm like, I'm not instructed anymore. I've been de-instructed. So now he's come back to my office and said, I've never taken the file. Do you know what, Famida, can I tell you the honest truth? What happened? I took the file from you. I said, yes. It sat on my desk for 2 weeks. Okay. I went to another solicitor and he said, this can be done all in £7,000. I said, really? And I said, then what happened? Because he doesn't answer my calls.
And I gave him the £7,000.
Did he? I don't know whether he gave him the £7,000 but he's not answering my calls. And but one thing about me personally is I would answer every call. If I don't answer, I will text my clients back. And they have my mobile number, my personal number. I don't have a business number and a personal number. It's all one. So, but you've always answered my calls and you've always responded. I've not de-instructed. Can I come back? I said, well, you first need to de-instruct those solicitors that you've instructed, then come back to me, and then I need something in writing that you've re-instructed me, and they will take it from there. And he said, I thought you were taking the other party's side and you're saying it's going to cost so much. I said, no, I was giving you a reality check. Going back to about suing people and going to court, I said, it's not easy. You don't just jump into court. You have to think about it. And that's when that's what you were just saying, that's when I paused and I said, look, think about it. Do you have the funds? Do you have the time? Do you have the energy to fight this case? Just hold your horses and we'll get there. And the other party to come. And now he wants to come back. And I said, look, I can't say nothing to the other side. I can't. My hands are tied. I'm not instructed. I can't say anything. So people, especially the layperson thinks it's easy to just to go into court, but it's not.
There's another case she had. I felt sorry for her, you know. She's answering the call all the time. Clients are the most priority. And she was like in the middle of a shower, and a client that I referred to her, calling her insistently. So she gets out of the shower to answer this call. And she's like, oh, you haven't done this, you haven't done that, I'm going to take my file away. She's like, okay, calm down. I'll call you back when I get to the office. She's like, no, I'm going to take my file away. You're charging me this and that. So she takes her file away. And then she asks me 6 months later, do you know about that client? Have you heard anything from them? And I said, yeah. They went to another solicitor's and they charged them 3 times the amount you were charging. And they've lost the case as well.
Ooh. Does he have contact with the child now? Father? I'm not sure. Did you ask? Oh, okay, interesting.
Intrigued,
Interesting. The clients just don't understand. They really don't. They think the grass is green on the other side until they go around the field and then come back. Many clients come back and
I was just telling my my trainee today, she said, Kamila, why do they all call up shouting and screaming, oh, you haven't done my case, oh, you're not listening to me.
It's me first, isn't it? On the top of the pile.
And I said to her, I said, don't worry about it. They think that we only have their file. They don't understand we have 5,600 clients. They just, in their mind, they wake up, my solicitor hasn't done anything all day. She's been sitting there just brushing her hair.
And a cup of tea.
And I'm like, I've had today alone, I had 14 clients today, and I had a podcast booked in. So I'm like, I need to go, I need to get out the office, I need to be on time. My podcast 4 o'clock, I came 4:00 because we cannot be late. So we have to, we're very punctual, reliable and determined, and put our clients first. Sometimes the clients don't understand that and I have to tell them again. So it was quite funny actually today, because one of the clients called and said, you're not taking my case seriously, you're not doing anything, and the receptionist gave me the address of that client. So with that particular client, I've got a WhatsApp group, and I messaged on the group, I put a voice note saying, have you called the office and you're saying that we're not prioritising your work, but I've just done this yesterday and we're just waiting for a response, and of course you're our priority. And he replied back, that wasn't me. So I went back to reception. I said, you've just made me look silly. And he's like, oh, sorry, it was this High Street and not this number. And I'm like, oh God. So that guy said to me, thanks Kamila, you're doing a good job. I never complained.
Yeah. We're just double checking.
Just
on the one
yeah.
side. Yeah.
But he goes, thanks anyway for the update.
We face a lot of challenges like at work, with family, with children.
Yeah.
It's like it's around us. The stress is.
How do you fit it all in?
I don't know. It just fits in.
It's very difficult.
Do you plan a lot, like in
No,
advance?
No, we don't plan at all.
No.
You don't plan at all? Okay.
No, I don't
plan
plan.
at
No,
all.
I don't plan. Just play by ear. Take each day as it comes. Each step we take each step as it comes.
And each day is an adventure. That's how we see it.
Yeah.
We don't get bogged down with things.
No.
If you've got to do something, you've got 10 tasks, we'll do them.
Yeah. I would say
5 each.
every day is different for me.
Yeah.
I don't know for you, is it? Because like people have this standard Mondays, this and Tuesday, this and Wednesday. We're going to do this.
We don't
and
do that.
Then there's a schedule, and we're going to do this. We're going to do that. No.
Neither of us like routine.
No. There's no routine. You just like whatever comes our way, we just deal with it. We just deal with it. Yeah.
And you find out it keeps you available for your clients because you're not kind of like always.
Yeah, I'm answering calls on weekends. I'm answering calls like 10 in the night. That's the one thing. If you ask all my clients and ask them to give a read, they say she responds.
Some people are texting us at midnight, you know.
I've actually said.
Sounds about this.
I've actually responded to somebody at 2 in the morning, and she said, "Famida, I didn't know that you work 2 in the morning." I said, "No,
Like, I'm a robot and I don't sleep."
No, I saw that email. I thought, before I forget, let me respond to her. So in the morning, when you wake up, it'll be there for you. So we work around the clock.
I had a client whose mortgage offer came in and she was waiting for it. So as soon as it came in, I looked at it and I thought, I'm at lunch now. Shall I send it to her or shall I wait an hour? Because if I send it to her, she's going to call me. I thought, I can't, she's waiting insistently. The minute she gets it, she'll feel happy. So I'll forward it to her and I'll call her at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Forward it to her at 1:11. She calls me 1:12. And then she says, I got the mortgage offer. I said, yes, I know. She's like, can we talk about it? I said, can I please have my lunch? And I'll call you at 2. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I knew
Nothing
it.
happened, she didn't burst.
I knew,
Yeah.
and I was like, but I didn't wait till 2 to send it.
Yeah.
I put her first.
Yeah.
See, I thought I was special.
We make all our
This is
clients
the norm.
feel
It
special.
sounds like
All our
I'm feeling a bit
clients,
like so I had a special solicitor and client relationship.
But there are other solicitors that we write to who don't respond to us for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know how other people work.
We all know that.
But this is how we work.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But that's how you picked up so many clients and you retain them, and it keeps going round, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, but do you ever feel, I think you've got such a great partnership and you bounce off each other so well and you share stuff so well. I think that's been your
That's
one of
been
your
our
big success
strength.
points.
That's
isn't
our
it?
strength, I'd
That's
say.
why Cambridge Solicitors exists,
Yeah.
and that's why it continues to exist.
Yeah.
And it's because of our partnership.
Yeah. See, there's watch each other's back, basically. So, have you, you mentioned J.R. Jones, but have you had any, mentors or coaches or anything like that?
No,
Never had
we
anything
just
formal like that?
coach each other and mentor each other
Yeah.
and pick up the phone.
Yeah, so you have, you've had each other.
We've had each other.
Yeah.
I think,
Throughout everything.
everything,
Different life experiences, different
everything.
family relationships and stuff, yeah.
Pick up the phone, like we discussed this before, because we're not just business partners, we're friends. So when we have an issue in our friendship, our business will pull us back in and say, we need to get on with these accounts.
Yeah,
we've
so
got an
we're
audit. We've got an audit. We've got to do this for the SRA. We've got to do this for the accounts. So that brings us back in.
So many times we're angry with each other. We don't want to talk to each other, ignore her call. But then it's about a client, or it's about the bank or something like. So we have to talk to each other. So our friendship is saved by our business. And then when we're in work, the friendship saves the business.
Yeah.
So
it overlaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think some people have come on and say, don't do business with friends or family. Yeah. But you can.
Because
That's true.
we've
Most people.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
travelled together. We've actually lived together for a short period of time. And we've done business together and we've not had an issue, alhamdulillah.
And whatever issues we do have, we work through.
Yeah. The one thing, I think the secret to this is we don't hold grudges.
Yes.
We will have it out with each other. We will have a heated argument or
Say
a debate.
everything we want to say.
Yeah. What about this? What about you? What about you? Once it's done, it's finished.
And we literally
that's
say,
it.
are you done?
Are you done? Okay, are you done? Okay, do you want to go for a coffee?
Jawline and
That's
that.
it,
Yeah,
done.
that's it, that's it.
And the next day we're back to normal.
Not even next day, the next hour. I'd say, Kamila, so I said, look, Kamila, you'll say, yeah, okay, I understand. You'll say to me, I said, look, you're making logical sense. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Yes, okay, I'll improve this. You improve this. Let's do this. That's
and if
it.
she says to me, oh, you've done this, you've done that, I don't like
you don't
retaliate or defend, like take offense. And I'll be like, you said this, and you're coming from a good place, so I'll take that on board.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
then
what we do.
Then it works, and then
I think because you trust each other's judgment. So if she's telling me I've done something, then I have done something.
Yeah.
And if I say to her,
I would never argue back or say, but no, Kamila, we don't try to justify it.
If we're like with family, we might say, but I didn't do that. But with each other, we say,
like,
okay, if you're saying it, I've done it.
Yeah, okay. I'll make the changes.
Is that how it looks, or that's how it portrays?
Yeah, we'll make the changes, we'll implement the changes, and we'll move forward, and we'll bounce off each other. So I think that's the key success to our business.
And a lot of the time we say to each other, I want to say this to you, but don't take offense, or I'm not saying it from a bad place. I just
from a logical point, from a practical point.
And we take it. Yeah.
That's really good. I think we should all learn a lot from that.
Yeah. I think people should learn that in marriages, you know.
Yeah. No, it is just about communication and talking a lot of it, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. And it's about, neither of us are stubborn, and we don't hold grudges.
And we don't have resentment towards each other.
No.
So if she's got a big case, I won't be like, oh, why has she got a big case for? No, we don't do that.
Yeah. So I said, that's your case, this is my case, and we just bounce off each other. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Do you ever actually go to court much in your roles?
We do, we do.
Yeah.
Even with all the property stuff and all that side of it?
With the property stuff, if I have business stuff or if I have landlord and tenant stuff, then
of course, yeah. Do you enjoy court, or do you enjoy more the office kind of side?
I do enjoy court.
Yeah, because I do advocacy, I do family law. So I do the start of the case with contact matters. I do go to court. I used to go to court a lot, but now I've got my trainees, so I send my trainees to court. But if it gets complicated, where there's a fact finding and there's a trial and you've got to cross-examination and so forth, then I will hire barristers, because that's their expertise and that's their job. And I want to do justice for my clients. I mean, I can go and represent them and do the advocacy, but then it's too much running the business. You've got your caseload, and then I've got 2 areas.
She did a lot of hearings on during COVID. They made the courts go online.
Yeah, it was all online, so I did a lot of cases during COVID.
So during COVID, we had no staff. Everybody was on furlough.
Yeah.
And it was just us 2.
Yeah.
In separate rooms.
Yeah, we had
at home.
We did
working from home.
Yeah, working from home on Zoom. Yeah.
So literally, clients were still calling. Office was running with no office.
Yeah.
But we did everything.
We took our printers home. We took our computers home, laptops. We did all the scanning. We did all the applications.
That's what people don't. Yeah, more people do realise if they ever do anything legal, but the amount of paperwork.
Yeah.
Where do you have you got big storage in your place? Do you keep it?
We have got storage, but I think it needs.
We're scanning now.
You're scanning now, so we scan everything and put it onto electronic management.
So you're saving all that. Yeah. I remember my dad with the accounts. He used to have every office I moved into, because we used to be in the G10 building. The whole ground floor was storage.
Yeah.
Dad didn't know use for all the stuff, because it used to be filed archives, 6 years of paperwork. Every single client.
I think we scan and then we shred them, and then we've got electronic files.
Yeah, got them all there, ready to roll.
Yeah.
No, brilliant.
Okay.
So plans for the future then? To end it? To continue this relationship. Yeah.
Continue.
May it go strength to strength. Yeah. But the last thing that we ask always, cars.
Oh, okay.
What's your journey with cars? Because I know you're a petrol head. You like the cars.
I love cars.
Yeah.
I absolutely love cars. I was that little girl who didn't have a Barbie.
Okay.
I had Lamborghini Aventador, Lamborghini Diablo on my walls.
Yeah.
You know, a yellow one.
Yeah.
And I'd look at that.
Yeah, I've always loved cars as well.
Yeah.
Always. I've never played with dolls.
We love cars.
No, really? Okay. So you share that in common too.
And then the sound of the engine, we love it.
Yeah,
okay.
I like cars.
Because you like Mercedes, don't you? That's your brand of choice?
Yeah.
But where did you what's your car journey been throughout? Where did you kind of start?
I started when I passed. My sister had moved to America and she
Yeah.
bought a car on finance, and it was a little gold Peugeot 106, and my older brother had paid that off, and it was just sitting there. So when I passed, I was like, can I have that one, please? Just sitting there. He was like, okay, take it. So I took it, and I drove that for like 4 years, and then I had a Vauxhall Astra, and I drove that, and that was really good. That saw me through uni. And then after uni, when I went to start work, I had a BMW, which was really nice. Had a shark fin.
We all about.
I loved that. Yeah. I think it was at what, 215 or something, two something.
Yeah, 216, 218, something like that.
Something like that. Shark fin. And at that time, when I was young, I loved spoilers. I'd love, when I had my Vauxhall, I ordered off eBay these lights that go on it, which was like these round.
The round ones,
really?
Okay, so the quad headlamps, Yeah,
and I ordered a spoiler, and it was huge. It was like trying to make my car look like a Subaru or something. So when I went to BMW, then after BMW, when I qualified as a solicitor, I wanted a car that spoke Kamila.
Prestige.
And I wanted it to reflect me as a person. And I wanted, so I went to Mercedes, and I said, right, I'm going to pick a car, and I found a cabriolet, and it was a CLK. CLK 220 or something like that. That was my first car, and I said, yep, I want that one there. And then I got into it, put the roof down, drove it out of there with my music blasting. And I've always had a cabriolet. That was 2010.
Really?
And I've changed it and changed it. I've had an E-Class, a C-Class, every class. Cabriolet, no roof, driving into the sunset.
So I thought you sold it, your cabriolet.
I sold the white one, and now I've got a blue one.
And you bought the GLB
I have many cabriolets. I have a GLB, which I take the kids to school in.
That's what I thought you swapped it to, and I thought, oh no, you got a GLB, a little lunchbox.
But I still have a cabriolet.
But okay, so you still got that.
Everybody must have a convertible.
Even in this country.
Drive in the sunset.
Drive into the sunset. That's the way.
And do you share this love?
Yes, I love cars. And my very first car was my dad's car. It was a Nissan Bluebird. Big,
classic.
Big Nissan Bluebird.
My dad had 3 in a row.
Then I had the Toyotas, then I drove Celicas, the soft top Celica, white 2-door Celica, Subarus, Mercedes, BMW, you name it. I've driven every car, Toyota Corollas, Vauxhalls. I've always been like into my cars.
And where have you landed now?
I've got an X5 now.
X5, BMW. That's my favourite brand too. So I don't like.
But I bought this. I bought it from the Solihull BMW garage.
That's the road.
I was trying to drive off with it, and I couldn't. And I was like, I went back in. I said, this car does not start. They go, it's got a ghost code in there. It's got all these black windows, and I was like, okay, I'm not used to this. So every time I need to go and take it to the car wash.
I said to her, I give my keys to reception, and I say, take my car
for the wash.
car wash. You give your keys? She said, no, there's a ghost in it.
There's a ghost in there. She goes, what do you mean there's a ghost? There's a ghost code in there. And then if they mess up the code, then my car won't start. So I can't actually give my car to anybody.
Which is good.
There's a ghost in there.
That's
it's so messy, so dirty, it needs a good wash. I should have bought it here.
You should have. You just swap the roles. No, fantastic. So no electric cars yet then?
No, I've had really bad reviews about electric cars, that they blow up. Is that correct?
They don't blow up.
They do. They said they.
I think if they do set on fire, they're a bit difficult to put out.
Yes, I've read some reviews about them. So I'm very old-fashioned, so I think I'll stick to mine.
I'm sure you had one of your Mercedes blow up.
Yeah.
You did one of your Mercedes.
But it wasn't electric, but the engine just blew up, Mercedes.
She says to me, don't buy me flowers because I kill them. And then the other day she said, oh, my car blew up.
It's recent?
Actually, it was last year, the engine just blew up.
Is that why you got the X5?
No, I've got another BMW as well. So I've got she's got 2 BMWs.
We've both got 2 cars.
2 cars. And I don't, we just love our cars.
Oh, brilliant. See, I didn't know that about you guys. So that's really good. So talk to you more about cars.
Yeah.
Excellent. So no electric cars then, sticking to petrol and diesel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
diesel,
for now.
I've got diesel. You got petrol?
I was diesel. I had a white cabriolet and it was diesel. That was my favourite car. But I didn't put the AdBlue in when I should have, and the whole engine froze.
Yeah, it cuts out, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
So I killed my car.
You just saying I blew my car.
Yeah, you blew your car up. I killed it.
And you killed it.
Yeah. So I kind of got my car ground to a halt somewhere in Solihull, and I got stuck there. And RAC came and they said, "You didn't put the AdBlue in, did you?" I said, "No."
I used to change my car every 6 months. Because they used to depreciate, so I used to try to keep the value. I'm so much into my cars. I was like, I don't know. I'm giving away my age now. They used to have this little black book, what the value of the the car is, and so forth, and then what the book value, and the dealers used to do this. And I used to go to. I actually used to go to auctions.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I used to go in and just go crazy and take the bonnet up and look at that car and this car. I did all those crazy stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
I've been to many auctions, like British car auctions, all the way up in Scotland, Manchester.
Wow, I was going to say Moseley, but you were in Scotland.
No, Scotland. Yeah, I used to be like.
And this, what was the last car that you bought from Ireland or something? Where was it?
No, that was from Scotland. I had to have it delivered. The BMW. They actually bought it on a truck. I thought, if I'm going to go there and buy a train ticket and drive all the way back,
it's not worth the time.
It's not worth it. I just paid him. I said, you know what? Can you just deliver it?
Mine came from Northern Ireland. My last car, got delivered. They come like twice a week. Yeah. Because all the cars come to the mainland, so they come all the time. So no hassle.
It's easy just to pay somebody and get it delivered.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or come to us and we'll negotiate it into price.
Yeah. Definitely.
But no, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank
we
you for
better wrap
having
up.
us.
It's been a long one actually, and you're worried about the timing of it. So it just flows. But no, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
It's good to know more about you guys. Thank you. All right.
Hi guys, thank you very much for watching our podcast on MotorServe TV. And if you really liked our podcast, please
like, share, and subscribe.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for watching our episode today. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you do like our episodes, please do like, share and subscribe to MotorServe TV, and hopefully see you for the next one.
And so when she went to Bangladesh, I took her to my family ancestral village. Yeah. And then I'd got it in my head that I wanted to recreate an Indian song with a motorbike. I was on this motorbike and I was about to fall off, and her husband was singing a song. We just didn't, we couldn't do it.
No, I think it was the tea fields.
Yeah. And then she wanted to recreate a song as well, so she ran through the tea fields with her dupatta.